with Ben, but getting to know you over these past few years, I believe you really, really appreciate greatness. And with him saying that this is likely his last home game in Heinz Field regular season, at least. Can you just maybe reflect a little bit on, just sort of the back and forth that you've had with him, the quarterback that he is, and the impact of a game like this?
I mean, as far as quarterback, I mean, he's one of the greats. He's one of the best Steelers quarterbacks that they've ever had. Might be the best. And I mean, just going back and forth with him has been fun over the years. It seems weird to say over the years because now it's my fifth, and he's been in for almost 2 decades. So, I mean, it's been a back and forth. Me trying to get after him. Me being out a little bit, him being out a little bit, but always having good interactions and good good gamesmanship when we're out there. And I'm trying to do my thing and shut down the game on my side of the ball, and him trying to get the ball off and get it off quick. So I can't do that. So, I mean, I like the challenge of it going against a guy of his caliber and a guy of his prestige. But just try to keep it cordial and send him off with a bang.
Have you guys ever had like an exchange of compliments? Because I do sometimes see you complimenting some of these great quarterbacks, before, after the game, or whatever the case may be. Have you ever had a chance to do that with Ben?
See, sometimes like when I hit him or like I get a sack, he'll be like, "Good hit," and if I'm right there on like a tackle, or a quick QB hit, or just about to hit him, about to slap the ball out, and I see the throw, I'm like, good throw. I mean, stuff like that. Nothing long-winded.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, Mary Kay. The next question will be from Tom Withers.
Thanks, Rob. Hey, Myles, Happy New Year, man. So is it fair to say you're going to miss Big Ben?
Miss him? It's kind of like when I was growing up, and I barely remember the retirement of Michael Jordan because I was very young, and just seeing like players at the end of their careers and slowly retired, kind of not fade into obscurity, but they leave their mark on the game and they go do other things. I'll miss his presence in the game, but as far as going against him and the rivalry against him versus us, I won't miss that. We'll be looking forward to new things, new challenges, new quarterbacks, and new people to put in the front yard.
Hey, it's probably been good to have some guys back on the field this week, including yourself being able to practice. Myles, how would you assess the mood of the guys with, potentially a lot in front of you, depending on the way things shake out on Sunday?
Guys just ready to control what they can control. We know we need some help to get where we want to get, but it starts first by winning, and we got to go into a hostile environment and play the best we can. We got to put our best foot forward and go and ball out, because right now, nothing matters if we go in there and take it out. We gotta knock them out the playoffs, and we gotta hope we have a way to get in ourselves. But we don't have to worry about that result. We have to worry about ours.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tom. Nate Ulrich, go ahead.
Hey, Myles. Obviously, you got back out there on the practice field. It seems like a good sign. Are you feeling a lot better? How's it going?
A lot better, no. But I wanted to get some work in with my teammates and get that feel again. Coming off the ball, playing the run. All little small things. I'm making sure I'm getting off on the ball the proper time. Looking at some of the keys. Some stuff that going up to the game is kind of small, but those things build up.
Has it improved to some degree, or are you about the same as you were Saturday in Green Bay?
Well, about the same as Saturday.
Okay.
I still feel it.
Okay, and hey, we're going to be talking to JD, as far as I know, and just wondering what's it like to have him back after he missed the past 2 games. And on the the bigger picture of what's it been like to have him as a teammate and be opposite you for this season.
I mean, as far as practicing, working hard, listening and doing what he needs to do, he's been a great teammate. I mean, he gets out there and does what he needs to do on the practice field, and he brings it to game day. So, I'm proud of who he's been, and how this D line has played, and I'm just trying to keep that on for the next 2 games and hopefully a couple more.
Thank you, Nate. Let's go to Scott Petrick.
Hey, Myles, how do you think the groin injury affected you the most against the Packers?
I mean, I feel like every time I torque or I'll try to, come on my stance. When I'm picking my legs up out of my stance, like that explosive movement, that hurts. But like any kind of explosive movement where it's going left or right or forward, I do feel it.
And then we talked before the season about how it's really important to you to play a full season and play well throughout. So I know you have the groin injury, but how important is it for you to finish strong these last couple of games?
I mean, like I have to, it's kind of on us, kind of on me, to step up and make some plays that'll put us in the win column, because we have to win. We've been saying that for a while. I've been saying that for a while. Last 5 games, and we gotta win. Haven't been doing that, and I feel like I need to call upon myself to be the person it needs to be, me to be.
Thank you.
Thank you, Scott. Ashley Bastock is next.
Hey, Myles, I guess just given everything with Ben Roethlisberger, how bad do you want at least one more sack going against him?
I wanted a sack against Rodgers last week just because of who he is and what he means to the game. And even if I was beating my tackle, whether cleanly or however I was, inside, outside, power rush, it seemed like he was getting the ball up quick. At the end of the day, just gotta try to be disruptive. Sometimes it's just not in the cards. Quarterback's not going to take that chance of holding the ball and trying to make it an extended play. So I mean, sometimes the coverage will hold them up a little bit longer, and sometimes he'll just check it down and hope for the best.
And obviously there's so much at stake in this game in general. I guess, I know you talked about after the Green Bay game that you guys can only control what you can at this point, but how do you think the team at large is kind of handling those stakes going into this one?
I mean, I don't think they're too worried. I know when I talk to them, when I speak to them, everyone around here, we're just focused on the next one. This one's big, and so is next week. But we can't worry about the consequences of anyone else winning or what needs to happen. What needs to happen is we got to go onto their field and get a W.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ashley. Dan Lobby, you're up.
Hey, Myles, obviously we've talked so much about the stakes of this game already, and it's on Monday Night Football. Potentially, depending how things shake out, that Week 18 game could end up in prime time. Are these kind of the moments that you as a competitor look forward to kind of shine on the biggest stages?
You got to. I mean, as a competitor, as a sportsman, you want to be able to say you showed up on the biggest stage and played your best games, and you got to prepare like that. You got to work like that during the week. You got to make sure that all the things that you need to have in order before you even get to the field is ready for you to have a great game like that. And I think we're preparing like we need to.
And then the defense as a whole, I mean, really, since after that New England game, you guys have been playing really well. Is this defense playing at the level you thought it could, when it was all getting put together during the offseason?
Yeah. I mean, we're living up to that hype right now, but just got to keep it going. And first year for a defense like this, a lot of guys coming from different places, young guys, all that, and had a couple bad games, but we've had some great games. So now it's just trying to find where we lie and what our strengths and weaknesses are. I think we're figuring that out, and it's really helped us down the stretch. Keeping opponents to lower scores than we were at the beginning of the season, and not having too many explosive games by the offenses. Now we just got to start scoring on defense.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dan. We have time for two more. Mary Kay Cabot, and Nate Ulrich. Mary Kay.
Yeah, Myles, I'm going to try to squeeze in two quick ones here if I may. The first one is if Ben's over there giving his pregame, sort of win one for the Gipper speech, and you're usually the pregame speech guy for the Browns. How are you going to, what words will you have to say so that you can get your team whipped up into the proper frenzy to match the intensity of what the Steelers are going to bring?
I don't plan that. It just, it comes to me as I warm up throughout the day. So I can't really give you an answer.
Okay. And then the other thing is, real quick, we asked Joel about this yesterday. With the way you guys have been playing so well on defense, and obviously with the struggles on offense, what has been your role, I guess, if any, in making sure that you guys as a defense stay super positive and upbeat and encouraging, about your offense when they're not playing as well as they would like to?
I mean, as a defense, like you said, we're playing well. So, our job is to go out there and ball. We're not cheerleaders for the offense. We're not, I'm not going to go over there and give a pep talk to any of those guys, whenever they need it. But if I see them with their head down, I'm telling them, I'll pick their head up, come on. Just keep on working, keep on going out the next drive, turn the page, stuff like that. But my job is focused on performing on the field and having all my guys on defense all on the same page. On offense, they have their own guys for that. They have Bake, they have Jarvis, they have Nick, and when I see them, when I'm able to go by them, if I'm going across the field, then of course I'll say something to them. But we can't be worried about them, what they're doing, or them finding their stride sometime in game or before this game. We hope they do, but at the end of the day, we just got to keep on playing ours.
Thanks, Mary Kay. We'll close with Nate Ulrich.
Hey, Myles, I know, earlier this season, we talked about you as the leader on the defense and Joe Woods. And, I asked you about, seeing eye to eye, and you said you did think it was important. Like, with the defense living up to the hype, what role has Joe played what role has Joe played in your eyes? And what do you think about how it's come together with you guys as players and the coaching staff?
Get the calls in quick and get the hell out the way. We got some ballers. We got some guys who can make a lot of plays, whether it's up front or on the back end. And so, just giving us what we need to, preparing us well, and just letting us flourish. We're out there and make plays. Sometimes it's not going to be like he drew up, and he's got to let those guys win their one-on-one battles.
And I had one more thing I want to ask you about, JD. The business side. You've had teammates come and go. Will you try to give him a little sales pitch, or say, hey, we should run this thing back?
I'll try, but you never know. Guys have their own agendas and want to be in certain places. I can't help it if a guy wants to be in Miami and he likes the weather there more. He likes to be by the water. But at the end of the day, I want this team to stay together. I want the defenses to stay together. I think we have a good future ahead of us. And I'm gonna do my best when I speak to them about it, after the season. But right now, season's not over, so I'm not making any pitches quite yet.